Good morning, everybody. So today we're going to start a little different. And this is going to be probably a little bit of a long video. I'm not sure where it's going to end up. So, sit back and enjoy. I do want to say I'm going to talk a lot about the entire crypto world, but we're going to jump from a general concept to a specific projects, to a general concept to specific projects. And then at the end, when we get to oracles, I'm going to dive into some of those projects just a little deeper than I am the rest of this. So if you want to talk about oracles and that's why you're here, jump to the end. I haven't timestamped stuff yet, but eventually that kind of thing will happen. Right now I want to get you the research, and let's start with this anyway. So if you haven't read The Art of War, I suggest that you do. It's easy. I got a copy at Costco. It's like this cool rubbery cover feeling. It's weatherproof. It's neat, and it wasn't very much. I think it was like $9 or $10, but it's something worth reading. And I want to quote I'm going to put this article below. It's got 10 quotes from the book in it that I want to share real quick. And basically, I want you to think of these in the perspective of your cryptocurrency trading as like a war against those on the other side. They're imaginary forces that are trying to take your money. So that would be your war. Your war with the people that are that want to take your money. And those people aren't malicious, right? Those are investors that buy when you sell. Those are other traders and so on. And so keep that concept in your mind. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. And basically, I'm not going to break these down. I want you to just think of what those mean to you. And maybe comment below if what you think. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then try to seek to win. If you're going into your trading to win, you have a strategy, a battle plan, research and data to back up, your plan, you're more likely to win. And you feel like you're going to win. If you just go in and, I just got wrecked in this coin, screw it, I'm going to throw it in this coin. That's that defeative thought process that it's talking about, in my opinion. That applies kind of like right here too. If you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory that you gain, you will also suffer a defeat. However, if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. I don't think that one even needs to be explained. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Now, how true is this statement in the crypto industry? When it's bloody and everyone's selling, smart investors are looking for buy opportunities. Who wishes to fight must first count the cost. And that's kind of, if you want to get in there and you want to join the crypto fight, you need to realize that you may lose money, that there is a high risk in this. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. And there's more than 5 tokens, projects, coins, whatever you want to look at. But I think that the point of this is, don't focus maybe all on one aspect. Look at multiple opportunities to stepstone yourself into a nice sheet of music that you want to hear. All warfare is based on deception. And I like this one because FUD, when they're telling you that Bitcoin's going to die, when this is going to happen and investors are selling off and doom, gloom, Bitcoin has always persevered. Look at where it is. Even though it's pulled back, it'll still go up. And it'll come back down hard and it'll go up. As long as you're smart about your investment, and eventually that may not become true, right? Eventually all things must, I don't know. I find it hard to see that in the very near future with the scarcity of Bitcoin, for example. So keep that in mind. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. To me, what this means is basically you need to remove everything from what you think of your enemy and bring it all the way down into where they're not demons, they're not villains. You see them as a human, and as morbid as this sounds, because then you can find their weaknesses. once you understand what affects them, and I mean this basically in the terms of the market and your investors and how they tackle investing, what big traders do, and so keep that bigger picture. Anger may in time change to gladness. So you may get, a 50% loss on one of your coins, but then it comes back or something like that. However, once you're destroyed, so this is why maybe we'll talk about the dollar cost average buying would fit into this saying, but a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again. So if you put everything in and you get totally wrecked, or if you go full in on margin buying and you're wrecked, then you're done. Your kingdom has been destroyed. They will call you, and then you have to start over. You have to rebuild somewhere else. However, if you're smart, you can recover. And opportunities multiply as they are seized. And I think this comes with the learning process. As you see them and as you gain from them, you'll learn more. Anyway, I just a little philosophy this morning. All right, let's get down to crypto. I know you're not here for philosophy class or nothing like that. So let's talk about, I'm going to use Crypto Slate today, and I think this is a good one for getting a big perspective. They're a little bit more narrowed. You can see they only list 2,400 cryptos, but they break it down very well. Out of those, you got 422 are proof of work, 330 are proof of stake, and we can see the market today. Bitcoin is back down to $924 billion. Ethereum's running around 190 billion, and then we see Binance, Cardano, Polkadot, so on, and the market. Recently added coins, we can see right here. We got Whale. These are added on the 21st. Is the last time this was updated. But we see all this Venus. So Venus is right here. $70.64, $600 million market cap, $2.1 billion market cap when it's fully diluted. $194 million in the last 24 hours. There's 8.6 million in circulation of the 30 million max supply. We can see that it's doing pretty well. And then right here, Venus is an algorithmic money market and synthetic stablecoin protocol launched exclusively on the Binance Smart Chain. And Binance has been doing well since this launched, and so that just makes sense. But this is how we can keep an eye on the market, right? We can see over here that the blockchain shows it's on the Binance. Here's a Binance and Ethereum linear. Swipe. Buy, sell, spend cryptocurrency with Swipe. Decentralized finance. I can't remember. That one's out of place, but we'll get to that one in a second. So anyway, let's talk about the next one. So we have centralized exchanges, and we have decentralized exchanges. Examples of, so here you go, all broken down by centralized exchange. $58.86 billion of the sector market cap. It's a 3.79% sector dominance, and almost $12 billion in the last 24 hours. It's up, the whole sector is 30% in the last 24 hours and 84% in the last. So centralized exchanges are showing significant growth. We saw that with Binance Coin. We saw that with CRO. We've seen that with the FTX token. Huobi a little bit, 54%? Yeah, in the last week. You can see over here Voyager, 87. KuCoin, 138. Centralized exchanges are doing well. There's a ton of them listed right here. And, there's only, 3 that look like they've not done well. On the other hand, we have decentralized exchanges. Like Uniswap has done well. Pancake, Thorchain, and Bancor. But projects like SushiSwap are down 10%. Synthetics Network are down 16%. 1inch is down 20%. Curve is down 17%. Dodo is up 120%. Serum is up 84%. ZK Swap 222, and you can see. So these are your decentralized. So a centralized exchange has a single entity, or let's see, by a company that owns it as a centralized entity. There you go. Decentralized is a type of cryptocurrency exchange which allows for direct peer-to-peer cryptocurrency transactions to take place online securely without the need for any intermediary. Some of these will set up pools or, connect buyers and stuff like that, but nobody's really in charge. And a lot of times they use stable coins to do this. But we can see that that's 51 billion of the market sector. I'm not going to dig into these, but you can see Tether, USD. Tether finished their lawsuit. They're going to pay a fine and some other stuff, but not the end of the world. We see the Terra USD. We see Vi, XDAI. Anyway, you can check these out. So these are your stable coins, the stablecoin market. Not much of a change. You see most of them are about $1. You got ones like, let's see, XDAI is 34. There's a couple others that are off a little bit. The euro would be off of the dollar because it would be pegged to the euro. Stuff like that. NFTs are the non-fungible tokens, unique digital items with blockchain managed ownership. Growth industries, 13% in the last week, 25% in the last 24 hours. Very small market though, only $2.78 billion. I imagine this is going to grow significantly. And then by volume, let's see, we got, not by market cap. Flow, Dapper Labs, Decentraland. I like Decentraland. It's going to take a while for that to grow into something, but are useful. You see Bakery Token, a lot of big jumpers on here. Red Fox Labs, Frontier is one. The Falcon Project, Triumph X, and then Xeno Token, ETHART. There's a few of them in here. I think Bondly is up over the day, but down 5%. A lot of people have asked about Bondly, actually. Darwinian Meme has done well too. Not so much the last week, but overall, I think. And Rarible is another one it's down 20 on the week, but overall, it's done quite well. I own both of these. Rarible, I got it some Meme, just cause. I got a lot of tokens. Sometimes you try stuff out, see how it goes. Next, we'll talk about privacy coins. So these are coins that are meant to encrypt the transactions using zero-knowledge proofs or similar private technology. $10 billion. And then it's kind of up and down. And a lot of that, I think, is because it's hard. Some of these don't allow, some exchanges don't want you to use privacy coins. But we have Monero, Zcash, Horizon, Verge, NewCipher. NewCipher's on Coinbase. Let's see, we got a bunch of others. Keep. Fala, Pirate Chain, Sutarusu. Pirate Chain too, you can go to their Telegram. I do it like every 4 hours. You can hit the faucet and get a little bit of free. I'm just reading through these real quick, but I'm not going to go through all of them. Here's Bridge. Anyway, there's a few I don't see on here, like Haven's. I don't see Haven on the list. Anyway, I'm pretty sure Haven's a privacy coin. And then we have interoperability coins, blockchain working on facilitating interoperability between one another. And this is a $59 billion market cap, and you can see this is growing, and it's going to keep growing as their technology and their networks become more interoperable and interconnected and get more adoption. We see Polkadot's right on the top of the list, and that makes sense. We got Cosmos, Neo. I think that all of these huge potential all throughout here. Thor Chain, Waves, Ren, Ontology, and Ontology's on Neo, and then there's Gas. Let's see, District 0x I think is one that's underrated. Ferrum, Cardia Chain. And I'm probably missing over Hope Darwinia. You can see that there's a lot of projects, and it can be hard to figure out which one's going to be where, but this will help you. And I hope you're getting value out of this too, going through and looking at some of this. And if you are, subscribe, like, comment. Let's do this. All right, Oracles. Chainlink, Augur, Band, Bridge, Nest, API 3, Dia, Orion Chain, Teller, Option Room, Razor, Zoracles, Oracle Chain, Umbrella Network, and X Fund. The bottom two don't list the market cap, but basically these are listed in market cap. I'm not going to talk about all of these, but let's dig a little deeper on a couple of these. Chainlink is everyone's favorite. I've shown you pictures of the Chainlink ecosystem. It is huge. Everybody wants to be a partner with Chainlink. Everybody says they're a partner with Chainlink. Chainlink is the big dog. It is the Coke. It is the number uno, whatever you want to say. Here is Chainlink, $29.14, $11.9 billion in market cap. Fully diluted, that would be 29.1, volume 3.4 billion, and circulating supply 408 million of the 1 billion. Here we can see the performance overall from the beginning. Chainlink has been around for a minute. Fall 2017. And Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network that aims to connect smart contracts with data from the real world. Band. I think Band is underrated. And if you look, and doesn't that look like a really long, smooth cup and handle? Just saying. And if you look over here, see, look, cup and handle. And when we look at cup and handles, usually they're supposed to be in like the month to, where's my, yeah, right here. Generally, cups with the longer the U provide a stronger signal. You don't want no Y's or V's or any weird stuff like that. And they should not be overly deep. Avoid handles that are overly deep. I don't know, man. For crypto, that looks like it's Band's turn to come around. So Band is a secure, scalable, blockchain agnostic, decentralized Oracle. Cross-chain data Oracle platform that aggregates and connects real-world data and APIs to smart contracts. Bridge Oracle. Let's scooch this over. 36 cents, up 22%. I mean, this thing's been growing. 2.8 billion. 3.6 in fully diluted roughly, and 24-hour volume has been around 40 billion or million with an M. 80% of it's in circulation. There's a ton of them. 10 billion, 8 million, or 8 billion in supply. And you can see this is a recent pop-off, and it's been around since last fall. And they claim to be the first ever dedicated public Oracle technology on the Tron network. And that's what they tell us right here. Again, some features, open source, Oracle use cases. Here's their roadmap that goes all the way to 2022, and it looks like they're right about here. Mainnet launch coming soon. It might have already launched. I can't remember. I think it might have already launched. I have to check into that. Umbrella Network, $1.27. This is another relatively new one. Just a couple weeks ago. Umbrella Network aims to create a scalable, cost-efficient, and community-owned Oracle for the DeFi and blockchain community. This is Polkadot Ethereum. Scalable, community-owned Oracle securely brings the world's data on-chain. Core pairs Bitcoin, Ethereum, DAI, Matic, Ample, Hegic. And then scalable, secure, and community-owned. And it's just Polkadot, Ethereum. And then sometimes this thing does something. But Umbrella's decentralized nodes are built using layer 2 Merkle trees, a solution for bundling thousands of data pairs into a single node. This technology reduces costs while increasing the scalability of the system. So there you go. And before it was doing like a Merkle tree off of the Ethereum, but it's not doing it now. Then we got Orion Chain token, 6864. Market cap is 57.5. Is that million? 1.58 billion in total market diluted. Only 4% in circulation of the 23 million. There's only 883,000. It was the last fall project that showed up, and it's just now really starting to get any kind of volume. And basically it says right here, Orion Chain Network provides the infrastructure and consensus mechanisms for blockchain and AI trading. These interconnected ecosystems accelerate the development of Web3, DeFi, enterprise, and academia applications. Y Finance, Orion Chain, DeFi. Anyway, if you want to look more into this, it aggregates and connects artificial intelligence with APIs to smart contracts. Here's their website, AI-powered Oracle and ecosystem. Here's the AI Oracle Marketplace ecosystem. Staking, earning, Orion DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And then it talks about, why they brought in AI. Here's their team. A lot of PhDs and stuff on here. And it's a Cardia chain. We see some articles with like Halborn and some links below. And I think this is the final one. Option Room. $3.05. Market cap 37 million. 0.2. Fully diluted market cap will be 305 million. There's 12% of these in circulation at 12.2, almost 2 million, and there's a little over 2.3 million in 24-hour volume. There are 100 million of these out there. It's a new one, February 5th, a couple weeks old. Mentioned it a couple times vaguely, or in short reference, but it is a governed oracle and forecast protocol built on Polkadot system. Our aim is to create a scalable protocol with multiple use cases, from Oracle as a service to limitless event derivatives. So here's some of the features, but basically they want to be an OAAS, Oracle as a service. They are live on Uniswap. It's Room is the token. I haven't been telling you token, but you guys do your own research too, so when you check market cap, you'll see what the token is. I might have overlooked a few of those. OAS, user-governed Oracle as a service. If you want to find out what that is, you can read along. Dual token model, LP minting, built on Polkadot. It's got a bunch of incentives, buffer pool, multi-use case, and some of their investors. So there you go. What do you think? That was a lot of information. We now know the difference between centralized, decentralized exchanges. We have people in charge, and then built for the community, and there's a lot of politics behind that. I'm not gonna lie. Some people are like anti centralized exchanges. Some people don't care. Personally, I look at it from a financial perspective. When I do these, I try to be as objective as possible. While if I had to favor one or the other, I favor decentralized, hands down. I think that's the one that's going to win, and I think that's where it's going to go. However, do I think that centralized stuff will move, shake, roll, and make people money? Hell yeah, it's going to happen. Finance projects are going to, it's all up to the perspective of you, the investor, and your strategies. If your strategy is I only want to invest in decentralized stuff, just realize that the centralized world goes on too. You should know your enemy, right? If that's your enemy. Everyone has a different enemy in this whole cryptocurrency perspective. So once you find your little formula that works, that's good. And I think that when you realize that everything influences everything and get that macro perspective, and the irony of that whole statement right there is that sometimes things move that there's no rhyme, cause, correlation, it just happens. PFM, pure freaking magic, that's what I call it. So I will see you guys soon. I'm going to break some of these down into smaller videos. We'll do this, that. Put some comments below. Let me know if there's some stuff that you want me to prioritize. Can't say I'll get to anything or everything or any of that, but, we do our best. We try to improve with each one. All right, then. We'll see you on the flip. Cheers.